good morning. Okay, we just had what's the CPI? Yeah, CPI report. We had a big spike and then a rejection. You can see we spiked above yesterday's high, and then we found sellers there. You can see that this area is kind of thin on the profile, but like I said yesterday, all this is kind of like thin, poor structure. We have some single prints up here. We have an untested point of control here at 5904, and a couple of bullish imbalances that still haven't been tested. So you know, bulls are still going. What I'm reading is that there's a lot of funds that have been in cash during this sell-off, so that they have a lot of money to invest, and they're gonna have to chase this move. So, you know, I wouldn't be surprised if we keep squeezing higher after all this, you know, tariff nonsense that now is back to where it was. But anyway, so today we have, yesterday we had a double distribution. That low volume node right there is at 58.43. So I'm gonna be watching that for support. If we get below that, then look for this high volume node at 58.28ish, which also coincides with yesterday's value area low. And then from there, if we make an attempt to break yesterday's low and we succeed, like I said yesterday, watch for this. Hold on, there's a bird in my window attacking itself, and I want to take a picture. Okay. So I was saying that the 200 moving average is right there. So a retest of this area, and then and then see if we get a bounce there. If we lose it again, then come back into this area and then fill that gap, and then come back into this distribution. Which, you know, given how strong this market is, I'm not thinking that that's the most likely scenario. If anything, like start balancing around this area for now. Either that or keep moving higher, grinding higher. But so far, you know, this, we gotta see how this area holds. Anyway, thank you. Same thing. That we have that this high volume node here, which is the 5-day point of control, that shifted down up here. 20,915 is the level, so that's a magnet here. Let's see, where are we? I lost my here you go. So for NQ, you know, I'm looking for a move down to the overnight point of control, which is here at 20,865. And this bird is like knocking on my window, I swear. I'm gonna post a picture. 860. And then below that we have the point of control from yesterday's session, which is at 20,790. This is already done. And then we have this gap huge gap right here. So even if we fill the gap, but I'm thinking that we're gonna fill half of it, or fill it out in multiple sessions and not all at once. At least if it happens in the next couple of days. You know, if it happens when there's a trigger and there's news, we could just fill it all at once. But you know, for now, I don't see this whole thing filling very quickly. On the upside, we just hit that 2152 target. Then we have that still that untested point of control at 21,138, and then up here is the next area to target, which is at 21,300. Crude, like I mentioned yesterday, it's trading between these two low volume areas. So this one is support. It was resistance before. Now support. So watch this. The magnet here is at 63, which is where we're trading from at right now. And like I said yesterday, same thing, getting above the 64 area, target 66 and a half, 66.35. And gold hasn't moved much from yesterday. I mean, it moved, but it stayed in this lower part of that distribution. So you know, 32.40 is the magnet here, and if we get above this area right here and get back above the 21 EMA, let's say 3280, hold above 3280, then target is 3320. We don't have any more news today other than Trump at Saudi's U.S. investment forum, and then some Saudi dinner, and then we have some auction at 11:30, and that's about it. All right, good luck.